What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time dropping in, Tommy and Kenton are here. Today we got Anthony up here helping us throughout our day. He's waving. But we're going to start doing the videos a little different because super busy answering calls, scheduling stuff, ordering parts. So trying to delegate, and Anthony's going to help us shoot throughout the day just to try to get these videos coming steady out. And then I'm going to pass this to Adrian so they can do the unboxing on the Perrin new charge pipe for the 22 WRX. And then we got the JB4 coming soon, guys, because they're going to do that after they do that, and that'll be in the next video. But they're going to take it from here. I got to get to work.
All right, what do we got?
All right, so as Tommy was talking about, we got the Perrin nut pipe for the WRX here. So go ahead and do a quick unboxing, see what we get. Packing list, give away no addresses. Got your typical Perrin license plate, install kit with instructions. So you'll see here in a minute, the new 22 WRX has some, not your typical clamping devices like the older generation WRX, where it's just two bolts, plastic tubes, so on and so forth. If you watched our intercooler install video, you would have seen that on that, but we'll refresh that as well. So we got the adapters that we need to make everything happen there. And then we got our pipe here. That's all we got for the install kit. So let's check this out. All right. I believe we are replacing this pipe right here.
Okay.
So we're going to start by taking off the snorkel, the air inlet. Once we get that taken off, we're going to take a couple clips off of the fan, and we're actually going to remove the passenger side fan just to make it easier to reach the bottom of the pipe. And then from there, we'll start getting all this old intercooler pipe off and start putting on our new one.
Tommy checking out the goods.
Right. Got off the phone.
Making sure we're doing the right thing.
I had to call some people back. Did y'all show them this?
Yep.
That right there is nice.
We just showed a general thing.
Dang.
What was in the box, but we didn't get a close up on the parts yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's super nice quality.
So right now Adrian's just trying to get the fan out. He's got it unplugged.
Working on the second plug.
You can't really see this, so.
And this should add some more whooshy sounds and all the goodness.
Whooshy sounds?
Whooshy sounds. You gotta get your whooshy sounds in there, you know, like whoosh. But and it'll look clean.
Look
too.
cleaner. I'm just surprised it doesn't just replace the whole thing.
Yeah, it only goes to like here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So, Perrin.
Perrin, what are you doing?
Just give us a whole
Like a
piece.
whole one piece.
Yes. But at least it'll clean it up. But that right there is legit. I mean,
Focus.
there we go.
Yeah. Pretty cool. How long do you think for your next phone call?
I don't know, probably like 2 seconds. It's been ringing off the hook today. But guys, remember I dropped it in the last video. April 8th, come out to the slush at Nashville Super Speedway. It's going to be a fun time. Yeah. I'm going to drop the flyer in here somewhere with they put our logo on it, so it's legit. So come out and see us, hang out, have a good time.
What car should we bring?
I was about to say, what cars
We know
you
what
gonna
cars
bring?
we know what cars we think we're gonna bring.
Yeah.
But what cars would you like to see?
Yeah, what cars would y'all like to see? We're probably going to bring, more than likely, Adrian's GTR, my GTR, and then a Supra and an RX-7. Is there any other cars you'd like to see? Save Betty White so Adrian has to get it right. Yeah.
Poor thing, just sitting in the
If
corner.
it was up to Tommy, it'd be the RSX.
There you go. If
Yeah.
you want to see the RSX, I'll bring it.
Hey,
up.
the RSX is pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it's when I bought it, I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but it's a legit car. Can't wait to get the turbos and everything else on it. So that's coming soon too. So if you like,
soon as in,
well, as soon as I get my harness, then I'll order the rest of the stuff. So waiting on a harness.
So are we building the RSX before the Supra, or after the GTR?
Well,
or
that's another video.
let's not
yeah.
not hold you to anything.
No, well, because now since like I got an engine in the machine shop, but then a buddy that owns a Supra, that's super clean, he's telling me to go to another direction, like put the engine that I got is the GTE. But like I said, we'll get into that on another video, because I do kind of want to put that out there. And then I went down a wormhole last night on the internet. That doesn't help out anything. So
Maybe a podcast talking about Tommy's cars for a change.
yeah. So look at that coming soon. And somebody reached out and was wanting us to compare the SC of Anthony's against the Supra. So we're going to do something on that too. But yeah, I'm going to put a thing out there where should we go with the GTE VVTi or should we go with my built GE? So I don't know. And maybe we'll buy a 240 and put that in. I don't know.
Or an RX-7.
Or an RX-7. But I'll let him get back to it.
well, he's just trying to get the fans out right now.
But yeah. So decisions.
So pretty much you were just fighting the connectors, right?
Yeah, they're just brand new, you know.
Yeah.
So they got a lot. Those plastic connectors got a lot of spring back when they're brand new. And you can see here, I took this one off, but we didn't need to take that one off. But this one goes over to the other fan, and then this is the control module for the fan. So we took all that off. You take your top two bolts out that go into the radiator, and then the bottom's nice because it just sits into there.
Yeah.
So now we got that out of the way. Now we can actually get down to the pipe that we're looking at, which I don't know if Anthony will be able to get down in there, but you can see the tip of my finger. There's this metal clip. That's the clip that we were trying to get to this whole time. So once we get that popped off, we'll be able to continue on with all our adapters.
It's definitely not focusing, but
Yeah, I figured it'd be a little tricky. And we can show you once we get it all pulled off too.
yeah. Damn cameras. So basically it's like that.
Yeah, it's just on the bottom.
It's just like this, but on the bottom. And these style clips can be a pain too when they're new.
Yep.
So if you're doing this, just patience.
Yep. Now, don't get confused if you take this off and you can't get it to come loose. Remember, if you follow it down, there is one bolt that holds this pipe to the block. Or
Where's
front
that?
timing cover, I should say.
Right here. So yeah, he's doing the same thing on the bottom, just like up here. Popping that clip out.
Alright.
There it goes.
So there's our factory pipe. You think we should show them how to work these clamps?
Yeah, maybe.
Might be worth the headache.
Yeah, if you guys are having trouble with those style clamps,
we'll break it down for you a little bit. So you saw it was on the pipe, right? So on the inside, there's an O-ring, and that's going to mate up to that's your sealing surface. So it's got to be held on there. Typically, you got your normal worm clamp, but this is a new design that they have. So if you look, there's these little ears on the side, right? Basically, what you need to do is you need to get this ear up and clipped into that little slot there. And then there's another one on the other side, same thing. Get it pulled up, and now that's locked in like the open position. So at this point, you'll be able to pull it off. It might resist you a little bit just because of the O-rings, but it will come off. And you can go even a step further if you really want to, and you can take it completely off. And then you don't have to worry about whether it's stuck on there or not. So just a little tip. If you've never worked with them before, it can be a little confusing. So, and then as Tommy showed you, we're going to reinstall this down on the bottom of the turbo. We do need to pull the O-ring out of the factory pipe to put back in here. We'll put that back on there with that factory clip that we just showed you how to take off. And we'll do that next, and I'll show you that assembly all put together before we slap it on.
All right.
So like we were talking about earlier, that's our adapter for the turbo. We need to take the spring clip that we showed how to take off earlier off the factory pipe. Inside, we got our O-ring that we reused from the old one. I got it already lubed up so that the O-ring slides onto the turbo better. Now, this clip, unlike the factory, does not have any where you can slide the clip on and it has a open position. Once you slide it on there, it is in its fixed position.
On or off?
Yeah. So I'm going to put it on without the clip, make sure it's seated all the way, and then I'm going to put the clip on afterwards. I did put the coupler on and tighten the clamp just so I don't got to try to do it up underneath the car, and we'll just have to worry about this top one once we put the pipe on.
All right, I know it's hard to tell because of where it's at in the engine bay, but that's the turbo outlet right there that just slipped onto.
Yep.
It's pretty straightforward. Again, that clip is either on or off. There's no retention tabs to just kind of have it clipped on, but not all the way on.
Yeah, and once you get it on there, and you feel like you have it seated properly, you can, try to pull it off. It will feel like it moves a little bit because it is just an O-ring connection. So it does wiggle around a little bit, but it will not pull off if that's seated properly.
Yeah. So, and then get your clamp ready.
Yeah, you don't want to forget your clamp.
Don't put the pipe on and then try to put the clamp on. So get your clamp ready, slip it on there.
Yeah, I try to tighten it up just a little bit so that you don't have to worry about getting it completely tight before or while it's fighting everything in the way.
Again, sorry for the focusing. Next time I'll just set this to manual focus because this camera has a hard time if there's not enough light. But we'll work on it. Okay, so he's going to take the upper part off now.
Yep, this worm clamp right here. This worm clamp may be in different directions. Remember, we probably moved it when we put the top mount on because we had to take all this apart when we put the top mount on.
It's a 7mm.
Yep.
7mm socket.
Yeah, as long as it has factory clamps on it at least.
Yeah.
And you could also use a standard, your flathead screwdriver as well. Just where this was, it was easier to use a ratchet. If I remember right, this was a little bit of a fight to get off. There we go. So you can see it's basically just a regular old silicone coupler between here and here, but then they went to that reusable, I don't even know what to call it really, just kind of quick release. So no more using of that. We're going to the Perrin one.
The Perrin one is just a regular.
Yep, just a regular
silicone coupler.
Slips right on there. And then from there, we just got to get our pipe inserted and get our clamps on and go from there.
On that pipe, I did notice, okay, so there's
Yep. 2 different sizes.
2 different sizes. The fat end goes towards the top.
Yep. And if you get the wrinkle black one like this, it can be, it almost acts as like a abrasive, so it might be a little bit harder to slide in that lower coupler. You can either just get it in there, force it in there. Try to use nothing, no lubricant or anything like that, because I would hate for the pipe to come out. But like I said, this one's being a little more difficult trying to get it to shove down in there. There we go.
Yeah, just line it up and a little bit of convincing.
Yep.
And remember, all this stuff's new, so it's going to be taut.
And then just remember, when you're putting everything inside of a silicone, you want to make sure that everything is square. You don't want any harsh angles. It'll just cause a location for it to potentially blow off the intercooler pipe. Nothing should be bound up. Everything should be straight shot in. That way the silicone can make a good connection and it isn't being pulled or bound up in any direction.
Now just tightening up all the clamps. Alright, Adrian's got all the clamps tightened up, and that's pretty much it. Just put the
fan
back, and then the snorkel.
Yeah, the little inlet for the airbox. Remember, we got just our little tabs in the bottom, so no serious problems there.
There's 10 mils.
Yep.
10 mils. Remember, don't over tighten those.
Yeah, it's just it has a steel backing nut, but everything is just in plastic, so you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, you'll crack it pretty easy. So yeah, just be careful with those. Just snug. Pops in there, and then the 2 clips, and that's pretty much it.
Yep. It's a really, it's one of those nice upgrades where it doesn't take a whole lot of time, but I mean, you see a visual difference, and the only parts you should have left over after all that is just the factory pipe and that coupler there.
Yep.
So, yep.
And a pretty easy install. If you guys have questions, feel free to
comment below.
Yeah, drop a comment, ask questions, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to know.
Yep.
We'll help you out. All right. We're gonna get some noises.
Yeah, we can try. We'll have to get the car warmed up and then we'll come back.
All right. I'm gonna start it up. We're gonna warm it up. It shouldn't make too many crazy different noises, but Car guys, we like to hear the noises. So that was that install. We got to hear a little bit.
Yeah. Again, Tommy's been slammed up there in the office, getting all the jobs booked. We keep a pretty steady schedule. So let us know if you didn't like me and Anthony taking over and you want Tommy back. We'll hand it back over to him. If you didn't mind, let us know also. Let us know also if you like the install videos. maybe we can try to do a little bit more install videos and what kind of stuff you might want to see, you know, put on. You know, we do this stuff on a daily basis, so a lot of the stuff we don't think is, you know, something we'd want to take videos of, but maybe you guys want to see it. So let us know. We definitely got a lot of GTR content. We got some more Subaru content as always. Just let us know what you want to see, and yeah, it's a pretty straightforward build or assembly, I would think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. And subscribe, all that good stuff that Tommy normally says.
Yeah, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.